The WWC, what the world is watching.
Tonight, we are going to be talking about Secret Mobile Squad, how you should be looking for items, what you should be looking and what's valuable. Let's get into it.
600 plus days of last war grinding, battle spawn, lessons learned, strategies mastered. When we talk, you level up. Welcome to the Warzone Wrecking Crew.
All right, folks, welcome into the WWC QB18 here. Talking through Secret Mobile Squad today. So, gonna go over some strategies on Secret Mobile Squad and what we should do, right? So from a free to play, all right, it's a little bit more difficult here, but you want to make sure you're choosing and you're refreshing as much as you can to get these valuable resources that are available for these Secret Mobile Squads. So what you need. So one of the questions I had in the chat, which I will go over separately, was how can I up my resources and get more resources? So one of the ways is to make sure we're using this daily to our advantage, right? We don't want to just send it out for anything. We want to make sure we're getting our best, which you can refresh with tickets to make sure you're getting the most to refresh them all. And we have the mega to do the mega refresh. Of course, if you do the mega refresh, it costs diamonds. So let's be realistic for free to play. You cannot be using 1.8 thousand diamonds every day. That's not a free to play way to play. So I will say, look for things. I mean, you see the experience here on this one. You see here 1.1 million for food. That's not good. I'm at level 7 on my secret mobile squads. And so mine are much more valuable when I get to this level. But I will tell you that look for the valuable ones to send out the highest level you can, and the UR ones. And if you can, look for these refresh tickets. You can get these refresh tickets when you send out your trucks. You send out your sleds, things like that. You can see the refresh, they're available, and they're incredibly valuable for you to make sure you're getting your best free package for the squads. Now, the other thing I will say early on for free to play, incredibly important aspect, is you don't want people robbing you, right? Like everybody, or especially early on. I remember in the servers how people would steal each other's mobile squads on the server, and you're like, hey, leave my mobile squads alone. It caused all kinds of fights and could cause people to get burned and everything else, blah, blah, blah. Listen, if you're free to play, what you need to do is set a timer. I used to literally set my cell phone clock for when I set them off. So if you're at work during the day, they're going to be off. If it's like 4 hours, 2 hours, right? Some are 30 minutes, 1 hour, whatever it is. You want to set different timers to go off, and it takes 2 seconds to go collect. So make sure you're setting them off at a time where you're available to collect them, because you don't want to lose valuable resources as a free to play player. Now, same with your ally tasks. So when you're coming in here and collecting, get your resources right here. Look at this, 380K. That is phenomenal. I'm grabbing that, right? Like, even for me, like, that's great. I always look for the RSS that's so big. I mean, you're grabbing right there. I grabbed 700,000 of RSS off of one mobile squad. So I get 5 of those a day. That's per day, right? So you think about it, that could be 3.5 million in one day. In a week, it's 21 million in resource. It depends on what you need. Now, you can also find experience to be valuable. If you need experience, you need to up your heroes. You need a level you don't have enough. Then start looking for that from the URs to get as much experience as you can for the ones. But don't waste it. If you're gonna collect, make sure you're getting your URs. Like this, as you can see already, I've been giving away 200,000 if I'm gonna claim this SSR one, right? And then and they just, some of them are just right. This, it's 100,000, right? So this is 200,000 versus 700,000 that I just grabbed. So don't miss out on grabbing the right ones, right? Help other people when these are up. These are about to be up, and there you are. Okay. Same with the plundering. So a quick way to go to other people's site. If you're like, I don't have links to go to other people's, no problem. To go to other people's servers, you can go into your truck and just plunder. So I'm sorry, go into your plunder. Just pick any server here. So this is 81. I can go to this is 80, right? I don't have to, as long as you have plunders available, you can just click like 78 and go, oh, I want to go plunder. So you go into 78, and now you can look around, and you can look around 78 and find whatever you want. But when you're plundering, make sure you're getting the gold plunders. So what I like to do is go to the middle, because typically that's where all the teams are, right? That's where the population is. And then I kind of zoom in, and then I'm just going around and seeing these right here. And I'm looking for gold, right? You're looking for anything that's gold. Here's a gold, that's a 4, right? Here's a gold. Sorry, let's see. I'm sure there's more over here available, but here's a 6. Here's a 6. You know what I mean? So this may be, and when I click on it, it depends on what you're looking for. So again, this would give another experience for yourself, but there's RSS available. If you continue to look for the right gold ones, you will find ones that are right here. Here's another 700,000 that I can plunder on somebody else's server. So that's how you should really be looking for your mobile squads. Okay, so anyway, that was free to play. Low spender, similar to free to play, right? Just make sure you're getting it and taking advantage of it. You probably don't have the availability to use the diamonds for the mega refresh. So I would say free to play, low spender, probably around the same when it comes to secret mobile squads. Stick to the same strategy. Mid spenders now and high spenders. 100%. There's 1.8K for diamonds. So you'd be using, like 7,000 to 14,000 diamonds every week to do this mega refresh. So it depends on where you stand with diamonds and how you collect them. Mid spender, high spenders typically have more diamonds to utilize than others. And this is a phenomenal way to spend your diamonds. So you're going to refresh it. So every time you send this out, they are all fantastic. And I do this every day. So I come in here, I'm going to click, and I'm going to refresh them all. So there you are. And you can see here, like you can get fantastic stuff. So exclusives, everything is good. This one just turned. So this one didn't have exclusives. I typically want them to be exclusives. I didn't have one on this one. Now I do. Here's another one that I'm getting. This is an exclusive on this one. So you could see like they're all refreshed, and I'm going to deploy these. So use that strategy, okay? For your allied tasks, same thing. I would say RS, like whatever is valuable, just make sure it's UR. Same thing. And when you're plundering, same thing. Just make sure they're gold. Like don't get stuck with purple. Utilize it. I mean, even mid spender, high spender, like mobile squad is a default. It should be very easy for you to do and go out and grab these things and get them for free. So make sure you're out there plundering properly and adding to your resources. Okay. All right. Any questions? Please hit me up. Check in on the Discord that we have the link on the YouTube, and subscribe for follow-up videos. Any other questions? Let me know. Talk to you. QB18 out.